Welcome to the very first episode of Dirtlocked, the WoW challenge series where I'm not allowed to leave a continent until I dig up every artifact buried beneath it. I've decided to begin this challenge as a human hunter, beginning in Elwynn Forest and making my way through the starting zone relatively quickly to reach level 5, before heading to Stormwind to grab the profession, and then begin my journey. In this series, we're locked inside of the Eastern Kingdoms until I complete every dwarf and troll artifact. Commons, rares, everything. So let's go over some rules to begin. Firstly, and most importantly, I cannot leave a continent until I've discovered every artifact associated with that continent. I cannot use the auction house to purchase keystones. I can't use mounts, heirlooms, or receive assistance from any of my other characters or other players. This is a completely solo challenge. I'll be using the list of archaeology items from Wowhead to keep track of everything I've gotten, and I've also prepared a Google Sheet to keep track of items I've collected so far. Here's the list of items available with this skill from Wowhead. It shows dwarf, fossil, night elf, and troll artifacts that you can dig up and solve in the Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. I'll be starting in the Eastern Kingdoms, which means I can only dig up dwarf and troll fragments to begin with. Fossil fragments are shared between both continents, so I'll be picking those up along the way. No progress so far. Today is when the grind starts. Just as we're finishing up in Northshire, we spot Gug Fat Candle, who gives us a nice chunk of XP to push us closer to level 5, so we can head off to Stormwind and train Archaeology. I don't know about everyone else, but for me, whether it was my first time or whether it was the millionth time that I walked through the gates of Stormwind, as soon as the Stormwind theme starts playing, I just start getting shivers down my spine and it starts tingling, because just something about that song hits so well. It's just, I don't know what it is, it's just so good. So I think I've chatted enough about the Stormwind theme and the challenge. I'm just going to make my way through Stormwind as quickly as possible, get straight to the NPC, train Archaeology, and find out where our first dig sites are, because we need to get this challenge started and get going. So, after struggling with a little bit with my keybinds and forgetting how I actually open the profession window, I realised I only really need to open the map to see where the dig sites are. So, we've got our first dig sites. Looking at the map, it shows that we've got dig sites located in Duskwood, Redridge Mountains, and Burning Steppes. Now, I'm a little bit underleveled for Duskwood and Burning Steppes at the moment, so we'll start in Redridge, and I'll do some quests along the way to level up. Now, throughout this, you might see some level skips, because I might have done a little bit of leveling and not recorded it, or you know, we'll see how it goes, but I'll try and keep up the pace and not miss out any important things. I'll be recording as much of this as I can so that we can document it all. So I'm live recording just now rather than, recording my audio with Audacity and filming without audio, but I never realised how much of a crazy place this was. I'm playing on Argent Dawn, so in the European realms, that's, for any Americans, that's the moon guard of Europe. I've seen some pretty interesting conversations, and I'm pretty sure if I go behind the inn, there's a giant tauren holding the Ashbringer. Yeah, there he is. Oh, so is that a tauren? Is it a tauren or is it a Draenei? It's a tauren. Yeah, okay. I don't think I want to stay in this place much longer. So, after running a long way and killing a few rare mobs that I found. There's a dragon over here I killed, and there's a gnoll over here. I'm level 7, and I've made it to the first archaeology dig site. Now, I don't know if you get XP from this, or decent XP whatsoever, so I'm going to find out. Now, I haven't done archaeology in this game in a long time, so I'm probably going to be terrible at it. So we'll try our best, see what we get. Hopefully we can get something, a nice amount of fragments. Okay, apparently the dig site just does not want to let me win, so it is what it is. Let's see, are we closer? Nowhere near it. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way and see if we can find it. Oh my god, we're getting nowhere near it. Is it going to be in the poo? Is it going to be in the poop? Oh no, it's not. Okay, we're yellow now. Perfect. We're the yellow. A little bit more and we're done. Let's keep killing these orcs whilst I run around. Oh, it's green, it's green, it's green. And, okay, this is the first... This will be the first ever fossil find in this challenge. And we're still not at it. Is it here? There it is. It's a fossil fragment, so it's not a dwarf or a troll, it's fossils. Great. Great. And this is going to take some time, so yeah, I'm just going to speed up until... I'll just cut until I finish the dig site. Great, so I am just about to finish this last dig site, and we'll see how many fragments we have, and if we can complete anything to start off. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Dig site complete. And let's get these fragments. Perfect. Okay. So. I don't have anything to complete. So how do I do this? How do I... Oh, there we go. Fossil. 44 of 25. So I will get a beautiful preserved fern. Let's solve this. Nice. So I'm 19 out of 31 for a black trilobite. Perfect. And this sells for, oh, 1 gold. So I will be able to make money from this. Perfect. I'm happy with it. So just having a look real quick. So obviously our other 2 dig sites are down in we have Stranglethorn, we have Duskwood, we have Burning Steps, and we now have up here in the Western Plaguelands, which is a level 15 zone. So yeah, I'm not going there anytime soon. So what I think I'll do is I'll go do the Duskwood one. I'll level on the way to Duskwood, knock out the Duskwood one, try and level a little bit before Stranglethorn, and then we'll do Burning Steps and Western Plaguelands. So I'll just cut to each of those as I do them, okay? So I've just made it to the Volgosh Overmound, and by discovering it, I've hit level 8 after killing a few wolves on the way. But, I mean, they were somewhat of a challenge because they're higher level than me, but I think now I should be able to survive here. And this dig site is quite small, so I should be able to grab a few nodes without hopefully dying. But we'll see. I'll cut to finding the last fragment and see what we get. So I'm just about to finish off this last zone, or this last dig site, and I just now realised that whenever I get close to a fragment, a little shovel appears over my head, meaning that's where I have to dig. See, there it's there. So now I know to look for those. Yeah, so we finished off the dig site, and let's see what we can do. Just a bunch of fossil fragments from now. So let's see, let's solve this and see what's next. A shard of petrified wood, and we need 2 more fragments. Okay. Do we have any more updated dig sites? We've got South Shore. Okay. So we have Hillsbrad, which I don't know which one that'll be. Probably another fossil one. It seems like most of them are going to be fossil ones. Except this is probably a dwarven one, since this is a kind of dwarven area in lore. This is probably going to be a fossil one in Stranglethorn. Yeah, the Gurubashi one. Oh no, it's going to be troll. Has to be troll. And I think this is probably going to be fossil over here. I can't imagine there's many dwarves up here. So yeah, I'll just keep going. So I've just run back to Goldshire after Hearthstoning to Northshire. Now I've just quickly discovered something. I was under the assumption that as I'd removed the character from the warband, I wouldn't have any warband things like flight paths. I was wrong. I have every flight path. I could go to Vashir, although it's going to cost me 95 silver and I don't have that much gold. I have every single flight path, so I won't be using this. I'll use this for places that I've already travelled to. So I've been to Redridge, I've been to Duskwood, so I can fly to those zones, and I'll just work it that way from now on. Now, if I haven't, the next destination is Stranglethorn, so I'm gonna have to run a fair enough distance. If I fly to Duskwood, I could fly to Ravenhill, and then run down the south, or I could just run straight through Westfall, pick up the flight paths, and then I've unlocked Westfall, and then I can just swim down the coast to Stranglethorn. I think that's a fair assumption, but I don't know. I'd really rather have, you know, other people tell me. So if you think that's fair, let me know. If you don't think it's fair, please let me know, because then I can, you know, make my next decisions based on that and not be technically cheating, because I did think that the warband was bound to the 4 characters in it, and my 4 characters are not in it. Sorry, this character's not in the 4, so yeah, let me know. So we finally made it to Stranglethorn, and I'm next to the Gurubashi arena, and I'm going to finish off this last dig site to wrap this episode up, just to see if we can get anything decent from the trolls. Now, a very early Zinrock would be great, but I don't know if you can get it at this level of archaeology. I think you need to be a specific level before you can get that kind of thing. So we'll see, and I'll just update you when I'm done. Okay, we're going to finish off this last dig site and see what we make with the troll archaeological finds. Let's hope it is something nice, because I am tired. It is almost 1 in the morning. I should definitely be asleep. So we have 43 out of 27. We'll get the Zandalari Voodoo Doll, and let's see if we get anything cool after it. Fetish of Harik, so no, nothing cool. Unfortunately, that's that. We made 3 gold today. We 3 uncommon finds. Sorry, 3 common finds. So hopefully the next few dig sites, maybe we'll get lucky and get a rare, but unfortunately that's the way it goes. Okay, so day 1 completed. 3 artifacts done. All 3 of them were common and basically just vendor trash for 1 gold each. No rares yet, but they're out there. Definitely out there somewhere. So before ending, thank you very much for watching episode 1 of Dirtlocked. I just want to give a huge shout out real quick to Vezipoo and his Fishlocked series, as well as Parthalerix and his Goldlocked series, for both being huge inspirations and making me give something like this a try. I've linked them both in the description below, so please check them out, and if you like this kind of content, subscribe. See you in the next one.